Hi, my name is Michelle Vaughn. This audio is being recorded for Module 8 AMP Special Senses. Special senses allow us to detect potential hazards. This is done by olfaction, gustation, and audition. General senses include pain, temperature, vibration, pressure, touch, and proprioception. The sensory receptor is responsible for sending sensation to the central nervous system. Sensory receptors can be found in the ears, nose, mouth, and eyes. The cerebral cortex receives nerve impulses that generate the process to create one's perception of a conscious level. This includes smell, taste, sound, balance, and sight. Special senses aid in the maintenance of homeostasis. This is done by the detection of changes within our environment. General and special senses have several similarities but also differ from one another. Special senses have specialized organs that are devoted to them. These areas are called sense organs. Detection of certain stimuli can be identified by special senses. The special sense of olfaction is where neurons specialize in the recognition of distinctive odors. Vision would be a special sense that would be used in relation to the assignment scenario. The eye consists of eyelids, eyebrows, and eyelashes. Eyelids protect the eye from any debris that may try to enter it. It is made up of collagenous connective tissue. Eyebrows also protect your eye. They have the capacity to reduce glare of a bright light. They also allow our face to form expressions. The extrinsic muscles allow us to move our eyes in various directions. There are 3 layers of the eyeball. They consist of the fibrous layer, vascular layer, and neural layers. The fibrous layer is the outer layer of the eyeball. The vascular layer is the middle layer of the eyeball. The neural layer is the innermost layer of the eyeball. The lens oversees the focusing of light on the retina from objects near the eye. Visual information from the environment is transferred to the brain for processing. Rods are the photoreceptors that allows us to see in dimly lit rooms. Rods are in control of acting as light detectors. Both cones and rods aid us in the adaptation of the dark. Dark adaptation occurs in 2 phases. Your pupils will need to dilate, and then your rods will adjust. Rods, however, work at a slower pace. It can take up to 30 to 45 minutes for your eyes to adjust to the dark. Olfaction would be a special sense that would be used in relation to the assignment scenario. Our sense of smell is very sensitive. The limbic system connects smells with emotion. Chemoreceptors have the capacity to detect chemical substances that we perceive as odors. The sense of smell alerts us to potential danger. The primary olfactory cortex is accountable for the identification of odor. The olfactory cortex is found on the base of the frontal lobes and medial aspect of the temporal lobes. The olfactory bulb is a structure of the limbic system. The olfactory bulb is the relay station of the olfactory pathway and contains olfactory glomeruli. The olfactory striae is the medial and lateral divisions of the olfactory tract. The olfactory nerve pathway is made up of the olfactory receptor cells, olfactory nerves, olfactory bulb, olfactory tract, olfactory striae, olfactory cortex, and output targets by the olfactory cortex. Your sense of smell can change over the course of a day. In the night, your smell can be heightened. This special sense could aid in the assignment scenario based on the smell of your surroundings. You might travel this road daily, and even though it's foggy outside, you may be able to smell a local restaurant nearby. It might help your direction. I personally do not believe taste would play a role in proceeding through the intersection. Taste buds are located on the lateral surface of the papillae and contain 3 types of cells. The 3 types of taste bud cells are gustatory, basal cells, and supporting cells. The sense of taste counts on the detection of many chemicals. Taste sensations include sweet, sour, salty, bitter, and umami. The average adult has 10,000 taste buds. Each taste bud has gustatory cells and supporting cells. As we age, our tasting abilities change as well. Chemoreceptors respond to chemicals when digestion occurs. The sense of taste entails transducing chemicals. Taste is one of the main functions of the tongue. The salivary glands produce saliva. Axons of the facial, glossopharyngeal, and vagus nerve are responsible for carrying taste stimuli from the tongue into the central nervous system. Axons of the three nerves terminate in the solitary nucleus in the medulla oblongata. This occurs by synapsing on central sensory neurons. In return, axons from the solitary nucleus synapse on neurons in the thalamus. The end result is that signals get sent to the primary gustatory cortex in the parietal lobe, and an identification of a certain taste is made. In the homework assignment, I do believe the special senses of hearing would assist in the determination to proceed through the intersection. The ear is divided into three regions: the outer ear, middle ear, and inner ear. The auricle is made up of an elastic-type cartilage that is covered with skin. The auricle has the capacity to funnel sound waves into the external auditory canal. The middle ear is hollow in nature. It is lined with a mucous membrane. The middle ear has three bones: the hammer, the anvil, and stirrups. They are separated by the eardrum. When vibration of the eardrum is triggered, it causes a chain of vibrations through the bones. The inner ear is a cavity inside the temporal bone and is divided into three regions. The three regions are made of the condyla, the vestibule, and the semicircular canals. The inner ear is a series of tunnels in the temporal bone. I do not believe that equilibrium plays a role in the determination to move safely through the intersection. The sense of equilibrium is dependent on the input from the visual system, the proprioceptors in muscles and joints, and the vestibular system. The inner ear is in control of one's equilibrium. Sensory receptors provide data to the brain for the maintenance of equilibrium. There are receptors within the inner ear that aid in the monitoring of equilibrium. Static equilibrium entails the movement of the head with respect to gravity. Dynamic equilibrium involves acceleration of the head in rotation, horizontal and vertical movements. The information for static equilibrium comes from the auricle and the saccule. The auricle and saccule play an important role in detecting linear acceleration. The vestibular nuclei are important centers of integration. The vestibular sensation pathway requires the brain to receive and analyze stimuli and then coordinate a response. Thank you.